It's a lot of excitement in the game community today based on what Apple announced. So basically, the improvement for games on Apple computers is about 10 times better, right?
Yeah, it's a really dramatic improvement now with the Metal API.
So how long have you been waiting for Apple to do something like this?
Well, you know, Apple created the Metal API for iOS devices last year.
What is the Metal API? Let's back up a little bit.
Oh, sure. This is a low-level graphics API that brings extremely high levels of graphics performance to Mac now. It's inspired by the graphics interfaces that exist on console machines, and now bringing it to Mac, it opens up a whole new level of graphics performance for computers.
So how big a deal is this for you as a developer and for me as a potential gamer?
Oh, it's enormous. It means we can create games that are graphically much richer, especially with dynamic objects and destructible environments, huge numbers of realistic objects in the scene. Those are the things it enables us to do.
What does this mean with the entertainment and the gaming community moving towards virtual reality headsets?
You know, all of these moves require one thing above all else, and that is graphics performance. And so Apple's improvements with the Metal API really are a key enabling technology there. I think they'll greatly accelerate the pace of development of all of these new markets.
Now, one of the biggest oohs and ahs from the crowd came when they announced that Swift, which is Apple's programming language, is now going to be open source. What does that really mean? Without getting too far into the weeds, what does that mean?
Well, you know, when Apple debuted Swift last year, it was, for Apple's platforms, the Macintosh and the, iOS devices. This brings it to every platform. So you could make software for PC or the web or even Android phones. It means that you can now use this programming language for developing software for use anywhere.
So all told, we saw iOS 9, we saw changes to the iPad, we saw the new software, OS El Capitan. You know, what stands out most to you as the biggest deal here today, along with the new music service and the update to the watch?
You know, it's a really dramatic set of unveilings for Apple to push the industry forward. The biggest thing, open sourcing this programming language means it can go absolutely anywhere. Bringing the new music service to all platforms, that's an incredible move for Apple, and clearly saying that they want this to be the service for everybody, and go beyond the traditional world of Apple devices. And that's a breakthrough for the industry. Do
you think, as a consumer, as a user, is $9.99 something you'll pay for? You'll pay for that every month?
Yeah.
You'll pay for that for one radio station?
I was actually really astonished by that. You know, not just access to the radio station, but the whole library. That's an amazing deal. Really something that only Apple could negotiate.